All right, I'm with the guys from Cut Off Your Hands. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thank you
I think,
for having us.
if I'm not mistaken, you guys are the first non-North American act we've had in our studio. You all from Auckland, New Zealand originally?
Yeah.
Here we have artists who may not be considered big until they go over to the US. Is it like that there? I mean,
Yeah, we love that. Like, as soon as you get some recognition overseas, people are like, oh, whoa, sweet.
Even if it's tiny thing like one little paragraph about, oh, this band was cool, and then everyone in New Zealand will be like, whoa, what's they got to write up? Like,
you did a majority of work, I guess, on the album in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Do you guys enjoy the recording process, or do you?
Yeah.
That was the first time we'd actually had the time to sit down and critique the sounds and relax a bit with it. It was quite fun as well.
Would you say there's anything that connects the songs thematically together on the album You and I? Was there an overriding
Yeah, I
theme?
guess so. It's from like a first-person narrative point of view. Half of it's romantic, half of it's dealing with other things, issues of like friendships, and so it's all like the title of it kind of sums it up, even though it was a song that wasn't on the record.
It's interesting that you would note that you guys enjoy the relaxation of it a bit, because you are known, at least right now, as a band that has a lot of energy.
I don't know, like, we're influenced by bands like the Stooges live, you know, like where it's like full on, or at the drive-in where it's something exciting. It's like a 30 or 40 minutes of just excitement, like all rolled into one.
We're still a pop band, you know, so it'd be a bit crazy to be like cutting yourself and all this kind of shit when you're singing "Oh Girl," you know.
Yeah, you don't really want to frighten the audience or
Yeah. I mean, there was a time where we didn't know who we were, and we're still establishing our identity, where we thought maybe it'd be kind of cool to be going extreme like that. But then again, that's just kind of like not really being ourselves.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that energy has backfired a bit for you in particular. I think you've injured yourself.
Yeah. I've broken this foot a
occasion.
couple times,
Yeah.
and some other things. So.
Can you tell me a bit about the lineup
James Chance
changes
used to do that.
that have happened in the band? Because I know there have been some shifts.
John is a new guitar player, about a month old.
He's a month old.
He's a big baby.
A month old.
6 foot baby.
Little baby.
Has that change had any effect on the sound of the band at all?
He's got a different style. I think people have noticed, who have seen us quite a bit with the other guy and with John, have noticed that there is, like nuances that are different. That our links in between songs and the sounds that he's getting, and a certain approach. We've changed 1 or 2 songs to suit that in a sense.
So what else do you guys have planned for the year?
I started losing my hearing about 6 years ago, and anyway, but it's kind of gotten to the point now where it's like pretty bad, and they're not too sure if drumming is causing it or not, and so there's this big kind of uncertainty as to what's happening. And so basically the only way for me to really know if loud music is inducing it is to stop playing drums for 12 months. Of all the specialists I've spoken to, there's kind of no one that our president that's been set as into my conditions, so no one really knows what's going on. I'd love to be able to keep doing it, but I think for health reasons it's probably the wise thing for me to do. It's something I won't regret when I'm 50, hopefully.
I hope it turns out all right.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming in, guys.
Thank you.